continuously living according to the Christian principles. And Christ always said that if somebody slaps you, you turn your other cheek.
Like Gandhi.
Like Gandhi. So somebody was bold enough in the Sunday Mass, so he comes and slaps the priest. The priest followed the principles. He says, he turned the other cheek. He says, go ahead. He says, sure? He says, yeah, no problem. So the guy hits him hard again. And then he says, that's really good. You're really living by the Christ's teachings. He said, let me try a little more. He slaps him third time. And now the priest didn't take it anymore. He jumped up and put him down to the ground and beat him to death. So he says, what happened to your Christian principles? He said, well, Christ said only about 2 chicks. I don't have third chick anymore. So what do? So I use my own judgment. So the scriptures lasted only 2 chicks. So this is the limits of scriptures. And that's where the problem comes in. And if it is not long enough scripture, sometimes it's too long. Buddhism has 33,000 instructions.
Too many.
Too many instructions. How do you live up with all this? You cannot eat, you cannot breathe, you cannot do nothing in life if you live according to those instructions, right? And there was that story about Buddha when one of the bhikshu came, and because when he was going out for begging in the bowl, one of the kite was carrying the piece of meat. It fell into his bowl. And Buddha always said, do not eat meat. Do not kill the animals. Even if somebody else has killed it, don't eat. But now he was in dilemma. At the same time, he said that whatever falls in your begging bowl, you have to eat. So now there was a very interesting situation. So he comes and asks Buddha, what do I do? Should I eat meat or not? So Buddha says, in this situation, because you did not do it intentionally, it came to you, you can eat this time. So that people caught. Now all the Buddhists in the East, Japan and Tibet and all the Taiwan and all that, he said, as long as somebody else kills and gives it to you, it's okay. So now all those Buddhists became non-vegetarian. So it all depends how we interpret. So all these principles are given out by the enlightened people, but are they received by enlightened people or not? If they are not, then where is the real religion? So that's why I say everybody has to write their own religion. You find your own truth, and that becomes your scripture. The life is changing all the time. All these moralistic and ethical behaviors and things like that has no value if you just stick to it. Fine, you look at it, you read them, you understand them, but ultimate truth comes in only when you go within. Because the same thing, like in Jainism, they say, well, you cannot, the monks don't believe in traveling. Now, and in the monsoon, they stick to 4 months, they just stick to one place because there are more bugs outside, they don't want to kill the bugs and all that. But now we have cars. You're not walking, the bugs are not crushing under your feet. Okay, car maybe still running over, but a plane does not even touch the ground, but they would not fly. They would. Now in those days, they say even riding any kind of vehicles was forbidden, because all in those days the vehicles were using horses or some kind of animals, and he considered as a